Hello and welcome to this new tutorial about batch scripting. We're gonna do just the basics of batch scripting, and it's gonna be really simple for you. There's nothing you have to be afraid of. It should be really simple. Okay, so all you need is Windows operating system. That's literally all you need. All right, so let's get started. We're gonna make a new file, and let's just make any file, and we're gonna delete all the stuff, and we're gonna call it something .bat, which stands for batch. And as you can see, it changed the type. Okay, so how do you edit them? Because if I run it right now, nothing happens, right? So, right. I get some kind of error. So what I want to do is right click and edit it. You can also edit it in Notepad++, and you know I like Notepad++, but let's just edit it in the regular Notepad. So here's how you can do stuff. Like, basically what goes here is pretty much all the CMD commands that you can use. Let me just show you something like that. So let's go at echo off. And what this will do is it will block this echo from being visible. And what this echo does is it prints something, and let's say hello man. No, let's say hey man. And yeah, let's just put a dot here, right? So basically what this should do is it's gonna print hey man and get out. Of course, I mean, that makes sense because it didn't give him anything to do. But if we do pause, which stands for, well, pause, it's gonna say hey man, press any key to continue, and when you press it, it's gonna exit. Right, so why don't we do something similar to that? Why don't we do something more complex? Why don't we do a color? So let's go color 0A, that's for the green, and the background black. I'm not sure in what order they go. Is 0 green or is A green? You know, but it doesn't matter. So that's it. And if you wanna like enter directories, you can do, I don't know, CD, I don't know, what do I have from directories here? I actually have one called videos, I think, videos, yeah, let's see. And I mean, I didn't print out anything, so it did get out. So why don't we do dir, and let's see what we have in videos. Yep, that's good. So it does work. Cool. All right, so basically what I wanted to show you here is that you can do some of the stuff. Now let's get a bit more complex with that. The first bat that I have here says echo off, which means just turn off the echo so it's not visible. This part is not going to be visible, but it's still going to print. Right, it's going to print this out, but this is not going to be visible, so that's great. And then you have color 0, which is green, and then you have pause just to stop it, and then you have echo ninja, because why the fuck not? And then you have this sign. Well, I'm going to tell you the difference between these right away. And save it to something.txt. So what this means is, if you have something.txt, you have to modify, clean everything there is inside, and write just ninja, right? Because we said ninja. The reason I can't just write ninja and then this without the echo is because it's not going to do ninja. If I write just this, it's going to look at ninja just like the function. So I can do that, the function thing, but I'll show you that later. So basically, make a new file, or just like wipe everything from an existing file called something.txt. And then this one goes turtle, and it says, actually, I'm gonna just modify the already existing file and add turtle into it in the new row. And then I just said item saved, because why not? And then there's a pause here. And then again, why not? And then F-type. I mean, okay, I didn't really want to put this, but it's just for the aesthetics. You'll see why, just like a bunch of letters. And then I got a pause, and then I got a make directory, and this directory is tested. It's gonna be called tested for some reason, and then I'm gonna enter inside of this directory, and then I'm gonna make a new file inside of it that's gonna contain Teenage Mutant. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I know, I'm really creative. Anyways, CLS just cleans the screen, and then there's a pause before we get out. So let's start. And it's going to say, hey, and then it's going to say item saved. Cool. And as you can see, up left, it exists. And then let's say enter, and then there's the F-type. And then let's say, or you can use 3 for that. I don't know why I put this. It's just really random. I don't know. And let's press enter. And then let's press any key to continue, and now we're gonna exit. Okay, so now as you can see, we got these two, and if I enter testdir, I have something2.txt, and it says Teenage Mutant. Great, so that works. Let's just wipe that both, and let's take another one. Okay, so this is just the same thing. It will do something in the directory of txt. It will make it, and then it's gonna do a command. And dir, you know what? Let's just drop this one out. So let me just show you how the commands work. So if I want to save dir, which is a command for checking the directories, into a txt file, let's call it directory. And well, actually, that's not gonna work. I mean, it is gonna work, but it's just gonna make a mess. And if I wanna save ipconfig to the same file, I can do that. But it's gonna be messy. But let's just do it. Right. Boom. There we go. All right. So we have directories, and we have the IP. I mean, don't worry. Like, I am not worrying about this because this is internal IP stuff, and plus, this is not even my network, so it's fine. A lot of people get worried that they're gonna get like hacked or something. That's not really how it works. This is an internal IP address. Anyways, so let's take the second one. This one says, oh, this is an example of a loop. So let me just show you. The echo off color, you know that. And then we start a double dot and loop. We call it loop. I think you can call it pretty much anything you want. I'm not sure. And then we did an F type and a tree, because why not? It's just going to look like random letters, and we're going to repeat that over and over again. And then we have go to loop, which basically means just return to this. Once this passes, return to this because of this command. So let me just start that. And you're going to get that a million times unless you like stop it. Anyway, so that's cool. And then there's this one. All right, so this is the main reason I actually use batch files. I don't use them much, but what I use them for is this. So this one, actually this one, and you can use it for that, but that's kind of useless. I'll tell you later why. So echo off color 0A, I already told you about this, and then you have netsh, I don't know how to read that, WLAN, which is a wireless LAN, and it's going to show all the profiles that you were ever connected to. This only works if you have Wi-Fi, obviously, established, I guess, or have ever had Wi-Fi established. And then it's going to save it to Wi-Fi profile.txt, and that's cool. You know, you're going to get all the profiles, but I'm just going to wipe that. And you have netstop Windows update something service. So this is what I use it for, because I don't really like Windows update. Alright, so let me just show you why the wireless thing doesn't really work. So once you open a command window and you go netsh show profiles, it's gonna display all the profiles, and that's great, you know. Alright, so I don't have much profiles because this is a new window. And if you want to see the key of it, profile, you're just gonna do profile, the name of the profile, which I can't really get, but I'm just gonna try to guess it and put it under the reason I put the quotations is because it has spaces, and you're gonna do key equals clear, and once you do that, you're gonna get the password, which is deadsec57. Ooh. Okay, that will be all. Actually, that's it that I can teach you about the basics of batch scripting. If you want to know more, I can do a CMD video on Windows. Maybe one day I'll do one on Linux. I don't know. I've been using Linux for a while. Now. Actually, I've been using a specific distro of Linux, which I'll talk about later. And sorry for the potato quality of the last video. And I'm thinking this one is going to be as well, because I have a really bad laptop. But yeah, that's it for me today. Thanks for watching, and have a nice night.